Okay, we are starting with the magic circle today. So have a seat on your mat. And I usually say, so we're gonna have the legs stretched out to start. If this is uncomfortable, if you feel like you're kind of tight in your low back, roll your mat up or grab like a yoga blanket or a pillow, prop your hips up a little bit higher so that it feels like you can sit up a little bit taller. Even if the knees are bent, that's fine. So take your ring and you're just gonna stack it in between your legs. Feel your nice tall spine, and actually take one hand under one tush and kind of pull that cheek out, and then do the same thing on the other side. That's another way you can kind of situate that pelvis and get it feeling a little more grounded. So once you do that, grab that ring if you dropped it, take a breath in, and on the exhale, just nod your chin to your chest, and we're gonna move, like you're peeling your spine away from a wall, or you're gonna like dive into a pool. You're gonna roll down. And as you roll down, you're going to roll your ring forward, sort of awkwardly on its handles. Reach those arms forward and pull the tummy and pull your tummy back. Breathe in there. And then roll the ring back towards your hips and stack your spine back up. Let's try that a couple more times. Flex your feet, spread your toes, breathe in. Nod the chin to the chest. We'll exhale, roll down. Like you're going to start to dive into a pool or dunk your head into, go bobbing for apples. Shoulders away from the ears, breathe in. Exhale, roll back up. A couple more, breathe in with your tall spine. Nod the chin to the chest, exhale, roll down. Breathe in there, reach the arms forward, pull the belly back. Exhale, roll yourself back up. One more inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Roll that ring forward. You feel a nice stretch through the back of the body. Inhale, and then exhale. Whoops, roll yourself carefully up to the top, right? So it's not a perfect roll with that, with your ring. Now we're going to cross the ankles. So you're sitting in your crisscross applesauce here. Again, you could stay seated up on something. We're going to warm up the arms a bit. You're going to bring your arm and your ring slightly in front of you. I'm kind of in line with my knee here. And I'm going to roll particularly this shoulder that's holding onto the ring down away from my ear. Pull your abs in. When you're sitting, you have to use a ton of core to be able to sit up straight, right? So you don't have your glutes and your legs to help you here. So you actually want to really engage through the core. There's a little marionette puppeteer pulling you up to the ceiling. Now, pressing down into the ring, I want you to think about, try one, press into the thumb edge of your hand, and then try one where you press into the pinky edge of your hand. Feel the difference in how that, right, and your thumb kind of connects more into the front of the chest and the front of the shoulder. When you press into the pinky edge, it gets a little bit more into the back of your arm and the back of your back. Is there a back of your back? So that's what we want to think about, a little bit more pressure into that pinky edge of the ring. And we're going to take 10 pulses here with that tall spine. Okay, so here we go. Press 1, 2, try to keep yourself really tall without gripping with your leg. 5, get the core working. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now pick your ring up, put it right beside your hip. Okay, so right in line with your shoulder. And then take 10 more presses there. Think more weight on that pinky edge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep that string pulling your head up to the ceiling. Now bring your ring slightly behind you. Feel if your shoulder wants to roll forward here, right, into internal rotation. Roll that shoulder blade down your back. Feel that collarbone smile wide. So you're opening up your pec. 10 more presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to switch to the other side. So we'll swing the ring around. So now you know what we're thinking. Pinky edge of the hand. Puppeteer is pulling you up. Core engaged. Nice breath in. And let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do it without your hip flexors helping? 6, 7. Find those abs. 8, 9, and 10. Pick the ring up. Put it right beside the shoulder. 10 more pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you feel those collarbones smiling wide. 6-ish, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then ring goes slightly behind you. Open that chest. 10 more pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Now switch over to the other side for me. Take that ring out right beside the shoulder. Lift the other arm up. You can bend that bottom elbow and stretch it over for me. Nice breath in. And exhale, lift it up. Try that again. Inhale, stretch it over. And exhale, lift. Switch sides for me. Plop that ring down right beside the shoulder. Inhale, little mermaid stretch, kind of. And exhale, lift for kind of easy leg position. Inhale over. And exhale up. Now switch your legs. Stay on this side. Inhale, 2 more. And lift. And stretch it over. Got to do your crisscross applesauce with the non-dominant side. Switch, we'll do 2 more on this last side. Always feels like a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit, right, when you cross the other way. It is really good for your hips, your knees, and your ankles to switch your dominant leg, you know, whenever you sit cross-legged anywhere, work on just switching those legs up. Does help your back and your hips, so you're not always crossing and twisting your pelvis in the same direction. Now, come to kind of the top of your mat with the knees bent. We are going to take a 60-second roll down. Hold your ring in front of your heart. You're going to sit nice and tall, roll your shoulders down away from your ears, and then a gentle pressure into the pinky edge of the hand. And I got my second hand here I'm going to watch. So here we go. Take a breath in, and we're going to start to roll it down. So we got 60 seconds to make it down to the mat. So you want you to find your breath. Gaze through the center of your ring. Deep breath in and out. That was about 15 seconds. Really work on that scoop of your tail under. Now we are officially halfway. We got 30 more seconds to go. Right, so now we're in the fun part, in this sort of no man's land. Can you get that sacrum down to the ground? Reach those arms forward. Press into the pinky edge of that ring. Keep breathing. We got 15 more seconds. Deep breath in and out. 10 more seconds. Maybe the tips of the shoulders find the mat. 5, 4. Thank goodness we're down. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew, and we'll let that one go. Well, that'll warm your abs up. So from there, place your legs inside your ring. The ring is, I guess this is below the knees from this angle, on your thighs, and you're in your little tabletop position. You know, I love this TikTok. So elbows down by your shoulders, spread your hands out. We're going to rock the knees over to the right and rock the knees over to the left. We're just going to, again, we're going to do this for about 60 seconds. Think of it more flowing as you're rolling right and left. Take some deep breaths in and out. But I'm not really worrying about that kind of rolling through every rib, sometimes like we do with the slow version. I want you to just flow to the right, flow to the left. Keep the opposite shoulder on the mat as you go. We're about halfway there. So we're warming up our obliques. We're lubricating the spine with some spiraling, which will prep us for extension later. Oh, we got about 20 more seconds here. Now flex your feet, spread your toes, spread your hands. Everything's really awake and alive. About 15 more seconds. Keep breathing in and out. 5, 4, 3, right, so you do something for a minute. You'll start to feel it. And then go ahead and rest your feet down. Now, palms by your side, flip the palms up to the ceiling. Those shoulders glide away from the ears. Take a breath in. And now exhale. I want you to make your smaller version of your waist. And saran wrap right across your hip bones, really flattening across the hips. Try that again. Breathe in. Make a smaller version of your waist. Flatten across your hip bones. And now imagine you're going to pick a blueberry up right in between your sitting bones, that little kegling feeling. So all 4 walls of the pelvic floor lift up. like an elevator. Okay, palms up by your sides, breathe in. Exhale, press the feet into the floor. Feel that core tone and lift your hips up into your bridge. All right, first bridge of the day here, so take it easy. Inhale here. And now as you roll down, start at your heart, let it melt down. Try to keep the hips up as long as you can. You're gonna roll down one vertebrae at a time, those collarbones smiling nice and wide. So you should feel kind of active from that upper body work we did. Breathe in, step those feet into the floor, lift the hips up, try to shoot your knees, send them through your ring. If you know, that energy forward is really important, so you're not pushing backwards onto your neck and shoulders. As you reach forward, high hamstrings, high glutes, you should feel them really nicely. Roll down through your spine. Keep those collarbones smiling wide. Put those palms up, one more. Send the hips up. Now, hold your elbows over your heart instead of over your face, right down over your heart. I want you to do your typewriter. So your hips are going to slide over to the right. And then your hips are going to slide over to the left. I'm trying to keep my knees fairly still as I glide to the right and glide to the left. Now you might notice that kind of instinctually, you pull the elbows the opposite direction. So it's going to kind of like you're going to bump a drawer closed with your hip on one side, and then you bump a drawer closed on the other side. So this is nice because it helps kind of wake up some of these smaller erector muscles in the spine. Let's go of some of those larger ones that take over a lot for us all day long. Little opposite pull from the arms. So we get a little bit of kind of that idea we were talking about before we started recording class, that everything's connected here. So as we pull in opposition, we get to stretch our fascial tissues in different ways. I'm just going to kind of unwind some of our holding patterns and then go ahead and land those hips back down. But enough of those. Hopefully those glutes are awake. Let those palms relax down by your side. So now take a breath in. Exhale, send the hips up. Now this time, put your hands right on your hip bones, and I want you to dip one hip down. So now you feel, right, your pelvis is rotating. Bring the hips up, and then try the other side, dip the other hip down, and then lift. And if you put your hands right on those little sticky outy bone, your ASIS bones, you can feel that the hips can rotate around to one side and lift, and they can rotate around to the other way. Right, so this is your pelvis, your low back, your lumbar spine rotating a bit here, while the upper spine stays fairly still. Dip and lift, and you might notice, again, with that pressure out on the ring, right, we're working the glutes, really all the glutes here, glute medius, glute max, minor, little hip rotators in here, waking up those hips. One more right, and one more left. And then go ahead and roll down, land those hips on the mat. Okay, so now we're going to do a combo of the side to side and the dip, which makes us do our figure eight, right? So it's a dip, a slide to the side and up, and then you dip, slide to the side and up, right? So just putting those two together. So feet grounding into the floor, lift the hips up. Start with your dip. So I'm going to dip towards the camera here. Reach the hip towards the camera, lift it up until the other hip has to dip down, reach away from the camera and up. So you can start to figure that out in your own body. Right, so all these figure eight patterns in our body, we actually use a lot when we walk. Our sacrum does a little figure eight, our pelvis does a little figure eight, the head does as well, right? The spine all kind of rotates around as we walk. Now, if you want, take your hands away and you can kind of pull the elbows again in the opposite direction. They might do a little figure eight. That's too much on your brain. Just work on the lower body. Forget the arms for now. You can do that for homework. Or you can just laugh at yourself while you try to figure it out. No judgment here, just having fun. My kind of fun, Pilates fun. Good, find the center. Now keep the hips there, reach those arms over your head, take a breath in. Oh, and then roll down through your spine. Good job. Okay, so we're done with the knees inside the ring. For now, take those feet out of the ring. And now place the base of your skull right on that inside handle. Okay, and you're going to hold on to the outer edges of the ring here. So I'm not up on the handle at the top. I'm going to hold the outer edges of the ring. My collarbones are wide. Going back to my nice deep connection to my abs, I'm going to breathe in. And as I exhale, I'm going to keep my head relaxed in the ring. I'm going to lift my upper body up. I'm going to make my smaller version of my waist. I'm going to flatten across my hip bones. And I'm going to inhale, lower my head back down. So nice thing about this is that you don't have to crank your neck to lift your head up. You're truly using your core to pick yourself up. And then inhale and lower back down. You're just supporting your neck, the weight of your head against the ring, right? And the ring is right on the skull. It's not on the back of the neck, right? It shouldn't feel like the head's going to fall out behind the ring. Exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. Now exhale, pick up that right knee as you lift. Inhale, lower the foot back down. Try the other side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So we're adding our little march. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Now exhale, pick up the right knee. Instead of lowering, stretch the leg forward. Exhale, pull the knee in and reach. 2 more, pull in and reach. I'm flexing my foot here, but whatever you want with the foot is fine. A flex kind of gets a little bit more tension through the front of the core. Pointing the foot sort of stretches the fascial tissue and lengthens it. So you can try either one. So I'll do 4 on the other side. Breathe in. I'm going to keep flexing. Exhale. Inhale, the head lowers, the leg stretches out. And pull it into. And reach. And 3. And reach. And 4. And reach. Good. Land that foot back down. Now, from here, breathe in. Tone through the abs. I want you to pick your right leg up and then your left leg tabletop. Now, make a little prayer hands for me. Point the pinky edge of your fingers, maybe even the outside the palm on your ring, and slide your shoulders down. Breathe in here. Exhale, you're going to lift your upper body up and pull your knees and elbows together. And then inhale, lower. Try to tap the toes to the ground as you lower the head. Exhale, knees and elbows in. Inhale, tap those toes down. Exhale, went right for the meaty here. Lift. Now you could tap one foot down, pull the knees in, and then tap the other toes down. So up to you. And tap. Let's do 4 more. Pull it in. And tap. Last 2. And tap. And last 1. And tap. Good job. Take a break. Take your ring out. Open your feet wide and then just rock those knees right and left for me a few times. Nice deep breath in and out. Okay, so abs should be a little warmer. Now we're going to take the ring and place it in between your knees. So working the inner thighs, those adductors a bit more. Feet on the ground. Now hands behind the head. Take a breath in for me. Deep breath in, really filling up the belly, the ribs after all that core work. And we're now on a little more core work. You're going to squeeze the knees together, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Exhale here. Inhale, release the knees, the head comes down. Exhale, flatten across the hips and lift. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift 3. Inhale, lower. 1 more lift, gentle squeeze 4. Right, you don't have to squeeze 100% on the ring. Just go to a point where you start to feel some nice activity through those legs, okay? Now pick your legs up to tabletop, hands behind the head, breathe in. Lifted, squeeze the ring 1. Inhale, lower. That's different when you take those feet away. I'm going to flex my feet again. Exhale 2. Inhale, lower. Up 3. And down. And up 4. And back down. Good. Land those feet. Breathe in. Exhale. Now lift the upper body up. You're going to twist. Inhale, center. And twist. And center. And twist. And center. And twist. Soft jaw, soft tongue. 4 more like this. Twist. And center. Now, if you want, as you twist, squeeze the ring. And then release in the center. Squeeze the ring. And center. Twist and squeeze. And center. Good job. 1 more round. Bring those legs up. Breathe in. Twist and squeeze. Inhale, center. Maybe you keep the head up the whole time. And center. Twist and squeeze. And center. And squeeze. 4 more. Here we go. And squeeze. And center. And squeeze. And center. And squeeze. And center. 1 more. And squeeze. And center. And rest. Whew. Okay. Roll into your side for me. Let's see. Legs are going to go inside the ring again. So I don't know, maybe do that before you roll on your side. You can put something under your head if you want to support your head, or you can let your head hang. So now we're pressing this top leg up into the ring. You're going to feel some tension right in that outer booty. Interlace your fingers together. Pull your shoulder blades down away from your ears for me. Okay. I'm going to keep my head lifted. Again, put something under there if you need to. Now pick your knees up, 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 up to the ceiling. Keep your upper body where it is. Now pick your heels up to the ceiling. Up, up, up. Knees up. Heels up. The pelvis will rotate a little bit here. Knees up. I'm trying to keep my upper body still. I'm going to press into the pinky edge of those hands. Knees up. Heels up. So you should feel some nice oblique work. Close to that hip bone. Knees up. Heels up. Knees up. Heels up. 4 more. And knees. And heels. And knees. And heels. If you feel anything on the side of your hip, maybe next side, you could roll your mat up or put a little towel under your pelvis if you have any sensitivity around that greater trochanter. Okay, we're going to sit up and do that on the other side. I guess I'm going to call this class Core Galore, you guys, because it's core. Magic core with the magic circle. There we go. All right. Interlace your fingers. Now try the opposite webbing for me. So like look and see what thumb, again, it's probably going to be your dominant thumb. Switch. So the other hand is on top. Press that top knee up into the ring. Slide the shoulders down. Try to keep your waist lifted here. And then you're going to pick your knees up, up, up. And then heels up. Knees up. Try to keep the feet off the ground the whole time. Heels up. Shoulders down. Knees up. Heels up. Knees up. Find your breath. Heels up. Soft jaw. Soft tongue. Heels up. Notice if one side, a little easier to do. Heels up. Knees up. Heels up. We're gonna do 3 more. Knees and heels. Last 2 knees and heels. You feel it right on the side of the waist. Knees and heels. And then you can let that one go. Good job. Okay. Whoa. We're going on to the other side. So roll yourself on over wherever you need to. Let's see the ring. Your legs are going to go. We want to go inside the ring. I think they're going to go like this. Yep, they are. So we're still working outer hips, a little bit of the outer glutes here. You're going to lay back down. So go back to your like the regular cross with your arms. Slide the shoulders down. Lift up your waist. Keep that little mouse hole. And now pick your legs up and hover them off the ground. And I want you to swing your legs forward. Pull the tummy in. They're not going to go very far. You're going to feel your core work right there. And now point your toes, reach your legs back. Double leg kick. Inhale, double side leg kick. Inhale, swing front. Exhale, back. Now, if you need to, you can rest your head and put this hand here, front and back. You'll still feel it. And back. This is a little more challenging for the core when you have to press those palms into each other. Again, this is another fascial connection. Pressing the palms in, particularly that pinky edge, is going to help you connect into your arms, into your fascial arm line, which is continuous, into your deep core, and back. One more. Swing front and back. Good. Now land the legs right underneath the hips for me. Rest your head on your arm. You're welcome. Reach this arm by your side, and now pick your legs up, pick your head up, and then lift it up and down, working that way. Now you could even bring this hand in front of you, lift and lower. But if you want to support your head, just put that hand under there and lower. Lift and lower. You should feel those obliques. You should feel the side of that hip. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep a hold of that ring. Lift. Now stay there. Arms and legs lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Oh man, I feel this tomorrow. Guess what? We got to do it on the other side. At least we only have 2 sides. And no more or less. I don't know what that would look like, more or less, but we can imagine if we were a 3-sided person. Okay, so ankles inside the ring, kind of try to stack that up there. Always feels a little funnier on one side. So you can rest your head on your arm here, maybe the other hand's on the ground. You're going to pick the ring up, find that mouse hole, and we're going to flex the feet, swing forward, and then point back. And we're going to add our little pulse, just like you would for the classic series. Point back, flex front, point back. Now, if you want, stabilize, press those palms together, point back, flex front, point back, flex front, point back. All right, so front flexion in the core, point back, opening through the hip crease, flex front, point back. How does it feel? On this other side, front and back. One more, front and back. I did not count the first side, so fortunately, I don't know how many we did. Now, again, arm is here to support your head, top arm here, or maybe you extend the arm out. I like this personally better. I'm going to slide my shoulder down. I'm going to pick my legs up, pick my upper body up. 1 and 2. No, I did count these. We did 8 and 3. Reach long 4. Right. So it's not about height. It's really just about contracting in the side of the waist, contracting in the outer glute. 6, 7. We're going to stay up on 8. 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're done with that one. Woo! Ah, that was fun. Lengthen those legs out underneath you. Take a hold of your ring. Gaze through your ring for me. So you're going to hold your ring over your heart. Press into the pinky edge of the hands. Extend your arms over your head if that's okay for your shoulders. Inhale, lift the head up. Gaze through your ring again. Exhale, we're going to start to roll up off of your mat. Your legs are anchors, so anchor the heels down into the ground and stretch forward. Let that chin drop to the chest. And now inhale, restack your spine, gaze through your ring, and roll down, right? So press the heels into the ground. Fire through those glutes, scoop that tail under as you roll down. Inhale, arms over the head. Let's use that breath. I made you guys sing last week. I'm not going to make you do it this week. But really use that breath. Blow out. Use that exhale as you roll through those stickier spots, those tougher spots. So instead of momentum, really try to blow out those birthday candles and see if that helps you get up. Even one more little vertebrae. Reach over those legs. Stack the spine. Those shoulders glide down like whales sliding back into the ocean. Roll back down, right? Those whales are huge, but completely silent as they glide their way down into the water. It's exactly what our shoulder blades should do. Last one, roll it up, hang over those legs. Who would have thought roll-ups are welcome to those crazy little side bend obliques we just did? But it is nice to do some symmetry after that work. Okay, now place your foot in your ring for me. Take an underhand grip. Start with both knees bent. You take a breath in, and then exhale, extend both legs away from each other. I don't care if your knee straightens on this top leg, just go to a point you feel a stretch, and then inhale, bend the knees, and then exhale, stretch the knees. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch. One more bend and stretch. Now bring your leg across your body towards your opposite shoulder. Same thing here, inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. Now think about the other foot kind of reaching in the opposite direction. You kind of pretzel yourself and bend and stretch and bend and stretch. One more bend, easy stretch. We're going to open the leg out to the side. Inhale, bend both knees and stretch and bend and stretch. You can use both hands if you'd like. I like this other arm to open out in opposition. Bend and stretch. Bring that leg up and hold on to the ring with both hands. And just take a little windshield wiper, right and left. I kind of just fall over towards one elbow and then to the other elbow, wherever feels comfortable for you. Good. And then we're going to switch legs. So other foot up on that inside handle. We're going to bend both knees and stretch those legs away. Again, just easy stretch here. We're not holding the stretch. This is more dynamic, a little bit more of a nerve flossing than anything. So that's why I'm saying just go to the point where you start to feel that stretch and then let it release. You can actually get the muscles a little bit more open that way. And then go across the body, the other leg, right? It's kind of reaching towards that opposite corner of the mat. About 4 of those. 2. Go where your body stretches, not mine. Not your neighbors across the street. Right? Listen to your body. And then we'll go the other way. So I like to open my opposite hand out. Stretch that leg out to the side. Feel just that point where that adductor, the inner thigh, stretches. We felt those a little bit today, or a lot. And 4, bring that leg up and give me a little windshield wiper. Been so rainy here in Ohio. Been using those a lot. A couple more. Okay, good. Grand finale. Put the ring in between your ankles. Oh, you thought we were done with core galore, but we're not. Bring your legs into tabletop. Reach your arms up and over your head for your teasers. We're going to breathe in, lift the arms up, lift the head up. Legs might move slightly away from you, and you're going to try to roll up and balance right behind your sitting bones. Breathe in at the top, and then scoop that tail under, get the sacrum down to the mat, just like we did for your roll-ups. Now, if you need to, inhale, lift the head. I would rather you hold the legs instead of use momentum. Use the weight of your legs to help you come up instead of hoisting yourself up and kind of kicking yourself up with your legs, right? And then you can hold your legs, really see if you can get that pelvis to tip back, to roll yourself back down, okay? Keep working on that, or lengthen your legs down to the floor. So we're going for our dead hang teasers here. So the ring is on the ground, squeezing my butt, squeezing into the ring, arms over the head, breathe in, lift the head, lift the legs. Try to find your straight leg teaser where you can bend at the top, around, and then roll it back. Try to keep your head up, the ring on the ground. Inhale, exhale, bring it up. Inhale, roll it back. One more, whatever you're doing. Inhale, exhale, bring it up. And then this time, stay up, grab your ring, and relax your legs down. Oh, good job for me. So finishing the way we started, extend your legs out, little V with your legs. Stack your ring up, flex your feet, spread your toes. Now see how you feel sitting tall. Spread that tush out so you have a nice Wide base of support. Roll your shoulders down, breathe in. Nod to the chest, the chin to the chest, and roll yourself out. How's that feel now? Breathe in. Roll back up. Inhale at the top. Round through the spine, roll it down, walk that ring out. And roll it back up. One more. Exhale, roll down. Walk that ring out, contracting in the core, even here. And then roll yourself back up to the top. Drop your ring, give yourself a hug. Thank your body for the work it does for you. We are fortunate to move in the ways we can. And we are done. Thanks, everybody. Whew.